Mr. P is what comes to mind, who comes to mind when most people think of entrepreneurship in the black community. He has his hand in a little bit of everything from music to movies to food. And his Uncle P's product line has pancake and waffle mix, syrup, rice, noodles, whatever you need.
Recently, he advised the black community to buy back the block, and he's pushing the importance of buying black. Master P is with us tonight via Skype. He's in Los Angeles to talk more about this. Good evening, Master P.
Good evening. How you guys doing?
We're doing well. We want to hear all about Uncle P's food, but first, can you give people advice on how do you become an entrepreneur, especially if you're just a little guy and you're not a famous rapper like you are?
Well, you know, I started with nothing. I opened up my record store in Richmond, California, and I'm saying you don't have to have a lot of money, you just got to have the dreams and the goals and the passion, and you have to start. I think it's 14.5% unemployment right now. This is a good time to turn up to be a boss instead of just sitting, waiting, trying to find a job. I mean, with the COVID-19, even though it's uncertain times, but every time is a problem, is a great opportunity to be a boss.
And we've seen a lot of changes that are taking place, of course, in the last month and a half or so. One of them being the fact that Uncle Ben's is changing their whole approach. Aunt Jemima's changing that whole approach. And you are filling that void with your brand and with your name. How's that going for you?
It's going great. Let me show you guys the product. I have the Uncle P rice, which is just as good as anything out there. The Uncle P pancakes. So, I mean, if they could do it, why we can't do it? It's the same product that being made by the companies that make Uncle Ben, and I'm a real person, and the more we make, the more we give. If we get that type of shelving space, I think that we're going to be able to help more people in our community, give them more jobs. I tell people the most important thing, let's stop burning our blocks down and let's rebuild our blocks and let's own our blocks. So without product, we can't do that. Product outweighs talent. And if you look at it, Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima was straight mockery of us. I mean, these were slaves that Aunt Jemima got $5 in 1889, and Uncle Ben received $50 in 1940. And these products that made billions and billions and billions of dollars. So I just feel like if we get an opportunity to do that type of volume of business, you know how many people that we could feed, how many families we can help. And I feel like at the same time, it would give other entrepreneurs that look like us an opportunity to go and start their business. I wanted to be more product like Uncle P Foods, PJ Foods, the business. I want people to be able to go out and say, you know what, if P could do it, we could do it. And when we are real live people, and I think that we need to change that narrative to where we get those opportunities to go into Walmarts, the Targets, the Krogers, the Ralphs, the 7-Elevens. We need some diversity. I feel like if they're going to take those products off the shelves, give us an opportunity, we should be going in those stores. I already have people been calling me saying, I've been going to Walmart, I've been going to Target, I've been going to supermarkets saying, I would rather buy Uncle P products than Uncle Ben and Aunt Jemima. I mean, and that's great because, you know, my problem was when I heard Aunt Jemima relatives say that they angry about them taking that product off. Man, your relatives was slaves. They was treated like that. You know, you guys are not getting no residuals from none of those products. So let them take those off the shelves and let's do something bigger now. Let's do something to where we own, control, and it's people that look like us. And it won't be a mockery. It'll be something that it's time that we able to help ourselves, help our community, give our people opportunities because it's real people.
Master P, did you personally have any problems being taken seriously or having trouble breaking into that arena? Because you're competing against giant conglomerates that have been creating products for decades and decades. What was it like for you personally?
Well, you know what? I mean, somebody got to start. If you look at it, when Bob Johnson first did BET, he was competing against, you know, the giants. So my thing is, I'm saying if they could do it, why we can't do it? And I feel like with what's going on right now, people starting to realize that Black Lives Matter. And my thing is, you know, on the product side, how come we can't stand up and say, get some diversity into these stores? We out here protesting. We want equal rights. We need those same equal rights when it comes to the products and beverage side. So I started with the noodles. We got the noodles into stores. We started the mom and pop stores first. So now to be able to take the noodles and take it into the Walmarts and the Targets and all those different places, I mean, you just have to start. I keep telling people, it's no idea as a whack idea. And also, I mean, you know, people ask me, is your rice healthy? I mean, is Uncle Ben rice? So we got the same ingredients. Just, I mean, there's no other way to make rice. Rice is rice. So I tell our people, we got to stop critiquing each other and give us a chance to get those products on the shelves, and we could get better. You just have to trust the process.
Hey, Master P, before we let you go, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about your new docu-series, No Limit Chronicles. It's coming out on BET. Tell us a little bit about that, would you?
Yeah, that'll be on BET July 29th. And it's about my life. You're going to see the struggles, the pains, everything that I went through, and coming from the Calio projects and being able to run an empire and create an empire, no limit. So, man, God has blessed me and my family, and we was able to bless so many people, give our people opportunities and jobs. And I want people to see and be inspired by my story. It's a rag to riches story.
Does this mean you're not going to be doing any more rapping, no more singles coming out from you?
Nah, I'm all about the business, but I will have all kind of product coming out. So you'll see me competing with all the packaged foods companies across the world.
Well, good for you. We wish you nothing but well, and we know you're going to be successful, man, because you got that drive. So thank you so much for joining us, and please keep us posted on your progress, won't you?
Thank you.